Federal High Court in Abuja on Tuesday directed the People's Democratic Party in Rivers State to proceed with the conduct of its ward local government and state congresses. While delivering his ruling, Justice Peter Lifo barred the Department of State Services, the police, the Independent National Electoral Commission, and 7 others from stopping, truncating, or disrupting the conduct of the congresses of the party. The congresses were scheduled to commence on July 27 across the country, with ward congresses followed by local government congresses on August 26th, and then the state congresses in September. The scheduled congresses are to elect new officers that would run the affairs of the PDP at the wards, local government and state levels of PDP in Rivers State. Following the release of the timetable, a Rivers State High Court sitting in Port Harcourt on July 16, 2024, barred the PDP from conducting its congress in the state. The court order came a few weeks after Governor Simlaye Fubara told some National Assembly members that the PDP had failed him and his supporters. The Rivers Court, presided over by Justice Sobere Biambo, gave the order in a suit filed against the PDP, the party's national chairman, the national financial secretary, and the national organizing secretary. Justice Lifu, while delivering a ruling on the ex parte application on Tuesday, brought by 6 members of the PDP in Rivers State, however, asked the acting PDP national chairman, Iliad Damagun, national secretary, Senator Samuel Ayamu, and the national organizing secretary, Omar Bature, to proceed with the conduct of the congresses as scheduled. Justice Lifu also ordered the PDP and the 3 national officers to adhere strictly and honor the provisions of the guidelines, adjusted timetable and schedule of activities duly issued and published pending the determination of a motion and notice for interlocutory injunction filed along with the motion ex parte. Justice Lifu also restrained PDP and the 3 national officers from allowing any person who did not obtain nomination form or ad hoc form within the time stipulated in the guideline for running for any elective office of the party or ad hoc or national delegate's position, pending the determination of the motion on notice already filed. Justice Lifu then fixed August 15 for all parties to appear before him for their respective defense. Let me start with you, Bright. What is your immediate reaction to this story?
Okay, thank you so much once again for the opportunity to react to this. The judgment of Peter Lifu is a welcome development to to PDP in Rivers State.
Okay.
Yes, look, why did I say so? You know, this is the time of congresses, world congresses, and some persons in the state went to state high court. I think that should be state high court to stop the congress. The issue is that stopping the congress, what impact is it going to give to the PDP? But me looking at it, not being biased, you know, if the federal high court now is not saying okay, they should go ahead, yes, to join other states for the World Congress, I think it's a very nice decision. Because remember the statement of the governor who said PDP have failed them, him and his supporters in the state. And now, who are the people that went to court to stop this Congress? So what is their aim of stopping the Congress? Are they members of this party or they are not? If they are members of the party, why stopping the Congress?
Isn't PDP in Rivers State factionalized at this point? Are they not divided?
To me, there is one PDP under the leadership of Aaron Chukwemeka as the party chairman. So I don't know if there is any other party chairman as it stands. So for me, I would say it's one.
All right. Now, Ugochukwu, let me start with you. Now, already you agree that there is a cause, there is a matter right now in Rivers State High Court, and that court stops the congresses from holding in Rivers State. Now, another court at the federal level has said the congresses should go on. Now, isn't this one of the issues that has besieged the River State's political crisis when it comes to courts of coordinate jurisdiction giving counter orders? And how do you think this will affect the congresses in River State?
The congresses in River State will be marred by accusation and counter accusations, if you ask me.
Okay.
Because don't forget that what elicited the state PDP, those loyal to the governor, Seminary Fobara, to go to court, was a fallout of a PDP governors meeting with the NEC, or the working committee. You know, the other day you were trying to give me
the difference between the NEC
and
the National
their working relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So now they came out and said clearly that those who are members of the executive councils in states and local governments are down to the ward level should maintain their positions, irrespective of, maybe let's take for instance, we have about 12-member executive in each given state, according to the offices occupied. Then 2 people must have been deceased. Maybe another 3 people cross-carpeted to another political party or had resigned their positions. The PDP came out with a ratification that those who are remaining, whatever number that is remaining as members of those councils, will continue to man the affairs of their respective either state, local government, or ward level day-to-day running of the party affairs in their different jurisdictions until the holding of this substantive Congress. So that affected River State. We know that very well because most people has left the party state ESCO. And then the governor, Seminary Fubara, went to Abuja and got another counter information or a meeting. Those who are bent on destroying the party in River State went and told the governor another different thing. And the governor came back. You got the back and forth that happened. This is the root of the matter. The governor felt shortchanged, felt that the party national did not give him the right of first refusal or first hearing of what will be the position of the parties in the state. Remember, he's having a running battle between him and the FCT minister who held sway in River State and who owns the structure on which the governor ruled onto power. So the governor felt slapped. He felt that he was not taken into account, and he decided to, run amok. So, but now PDP National were the people that clearly set this stage of crisis in River State, because they did not speak with one voice. A different party said, we are going to remain with whatever members that remain, no other addition. No, there was not even a caretaker. They didn't go with caretaker. It was PDP. No, there was no caretaker. They said that even if your tenure has elapsed, continue. Let us not bring crisis.
That is the caretaker.
Yes,
that's
the caretaker method.
Yes.
You're talking about the caretaker list.
But it's the caretaker method.
Automatically, those people are not caretakers because their tenure has elapsed.
They now slowboard it into a caretaker, but they had a caveat. For there not to be any crisis or maybe new people coming in, they now said those who has remained as members of that ESCO before their tenure elapsed, as I was saying, let them remain to handle the activities and affairs of the party. And now, the governor, whose interest, he wants his interest to be captured, wanted his own loyalists to be infused into members of their caretaker committee, was the person who now went to Abuja and got a contrary information. And now he raised an alarm that the PDP NEC has already, sidelined him.
Some names.
What happened?
Some names were actually changed in the caretaker list. And that was when the governor raised an alarm.
Yes.
That the caretaker list is fake.
And the
Because
contrary to what they had already agreed.
Discussed was not exactly what
played out again. That is what I'm saying.
Changes in the caretaker list.
Yes.
Right,
and that is why the governor now had to cry out. Okay. Because in that list that came out, he was not given a fair share as the governor and the leader of the party in the state. So that is where this litigation and counter litigation came out from. Right. You know, we sit here always to educate people, especially those Nigerians that are not in River State. So now, a high court in River State has given an order stopping that. If the other faction of the state...
Stopping what?
Stopping the PDP Congress of taking place in River State, they now stopped it and said that until they have resolved the crisis. Now the other faction, loyal to the FCT minister, now went to a federal high court in Abuja, and the smart judge also gave a caveat after hearing their ex parte order, and they also filed an interlocutory motion immediately. Say that at any time when he finds out that they have deceived him into hearing this matter, he will rescind his decisions. And now, Choma, what I want us to take away from this is this. When has the governor and his camp that went to the court, the state high court, resolved the internal mechanism of resolving conflict and crisis within the PDP? Because PDP as a political party has an internal organ of resolving whatever in-house problem they have. The answer is no.
If you were the governor, would you explore that avenue of using the internal mechanism for conflict resolution when the governor has clearly come out to say that the party has failed him?
But before they went to this court, there are some members of the NEC, from what we understand, that are also sympathetic to the governor. So he has a voice now, and the PDP governors has come, and also the last meeting they held in Enugu, they made a clear statement that they will support their own. Yeah. So in this particular issue, the governor has a voice. This is when a veritable time for him to have gone and complained, and the people will listen to him.
All right.
So, and Choma, listen, once this internal party crisis has gone to the court, at the end of the day, the court will not rule on it. They will ask them to go back to their party to make use of the internal party machinery in resolving that issue. So for them going to court, I don't see I don't see any headway, even for both parties. The only thing is that they will disrupt the conduct of the elections, while other parties, the Congresses, while others, the other segments of the state in Nigeria will go on with their Congresses, and they put their house in order, while River State continues to boil.
All right, right. Yeah. Very quickly. Now, if I raise some concerns and also made some points, and he said that the governor currently now has a voice, considering that some persons in the NEC are sympathetic to the governor, and the PDP Governors Forum has come out to clearly say that they are backing the governor. And if you recall, as a result of the PDP Governors Forum that held, when the PDP were speaking, the Governors Forum were speaking, they said that they are going to explore all avenues, and implore stakeholders at different levels to mediate in the crisis.
And that is what it should be.
How a political solution can be reached, in River State. But then, the question would be, is that a mere political statement to gloss over the issue? Because this is not the first time the PDP Governors Forum are saying that they are sympathetic to the governor and they would do something about it. Granted, anyway, prior to this statement, the PDP Governors Forum some months back had come out to implore the governor to go back to the states and try his possible best to unite warring factions. Right, and that has failed, and now PDP Governors Forum is saying that they are going to do so and so. The question is, since that Governors Forum, that they made that statement, have the PDP governors, by action, by speech, by probably courtesy visits and all, shown in any way or manner that they are actually hands-on in the crisis in Rivers State to make peace? After that statement, if that is not done, is it safe to say that these statements are mere political statements and may not carry weight in reality?
Okay. To me, I would say it's not just a mere political talk, because, you know, you have to understand, like he has said, the genesis of these issues.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Coming from the issue, the National Working Committee, because if you ask me, National Working Committee, they are also part of these issues. That is where the issue comes. You know, when they said, oh, since these people cannot have a lapse, then anybody that except the person have moved to another party, or the person is dead, or whatever, or but similar to the governor of Rivers State said that some persons who are still in the party, who are still loyal to the party, but on the caretaker list, their name was not there. So I think that is the issue of the. Now, coming to say I think that was why the governor then said the list of caretaker is fake.
Okay.
It's fake. You know, only for him to get to the NEC meeting, the NEC meeting, they now authenticate that list. It was released in, I think, some national papers carried it. So now, the same the same governors forum say they will support their own. Now, the question is, why are they supporting their own, and how? Is it that we are supporting our own, even when he's doing the right thing or not? Yes, now, we look at the list, which is the party chairman in Rivers State. Now, there was, the governor who is supposed to make peace within the party. Have we ever reached to the party chairman? I've not seen PDP had any meeting or to resolve the issues. But I think looking at the issue now, that is what is causing confusion in the National Working Committee. Because the governor promised, oh, let us resolve this issue. But you have not resolved, you have not called it. Because I cannot remember calling the party chairman or going to meet the ESCOs, even though he said the list is fake. Yes, even though he said the list is fake. But it's still standing. Because after the National Working Committee, after the next meeting, remember that PDP went to court to get court order to see authenticating that same list.
Yes.
I don't know if you remember that. They went to court, which is there's already a court order that authenticates that list. Now, you have not resolved this.
No, hold on. There was a court order, and the PDP National came out to say that they cannot actually act on the list because the matter already is
before
in litigation and is before the court, and they cannot interfere.
Yes.
But then much later down the line, PDP National Working Committee now came out to say that that list was authentic.
Yes, you know, the next meeting said they should revisit. And if you remember when they said they should revisit that list, that was after when the governor have complained in the next meeting. It was they said they should revisit that list. And what does it mean by revisit? Let us look at it, because he complained that some persons that are supposed to be there, they are not there. There are some persons that are not supposed to be there, their names are there. So the next meeting, they said one of the resolutions said to revisit Rivers caretakers list, of which there was a court order stopping the National Working Committee for revisiting that same list.
Yes.
And because some persons will ask, why haven't National Working Committee revisited? There's already a court order stopping them from revisiting, making that list to stand now. So the issue is that we have not, the PDP in Rivers State, they have not resolved the issues, and I don't think going to court will be the best solution. Remember what happens to the APC far back during the time of Rotimi Cabinet. It started with World Congress, where the faction of I think Magnus then said, oh, they are not allowed to participate in the Congress, which making them not to have a candidate in the 2019 general elections. So I think if the PDP could not, as a family, cannot come back to resolve this issue, we having a court order, this court order. Remember the court of the one at Abuja by Peter Levy. You know, if his own is still standing, these other people's own is still standing, at the end, what is going to happen? It can cause PDP not to be in ballot. And who is going to lose? Who is going to lose? Remember, Mr. Governor, Governor Similaye Fuba have not left the party. Since, to me, I think he have the intention to recontest. Now, if at the end you have not resolved and you are going, where are you going to contest? Because you have not moved yet. I think you will be the highest loser of it. So, for me, I think the best way is for him to come back, call everybody, call the acting party chairman, Aaron Chukwemeka, call other, they make peace, invite the National Working Committee, and hear from them. I think your brothers, his brothers, governor say they will support him. Then they should not look like Ms. Choma have said it's a mere word. It should not be a mere word. They should also put to action, support the governor, and look for a way to curtail the crisis in Rivers State concerning the party.
But then there is a caveat in this that might affect some persons in Rivers State in the judgment, in the ruling of the judge, Justice Lifu. He says that, yes, Justice Lifu also restrained PDP and the 3 national officers from allowing any person who did not obtain form or ad hoc form within the time stipulated in the guideline from running any elective office of the party or ad hoc or national delegate's position, pending the determination of the motion on notice already filed. Now, when you look at this critically, it could be that, as at the time, the first party, now in this case, has to be the Prosim
faction, yes,
went to the State High Court, and the State High Court barred these congresses from holding. It could be that that faction, people who would have been interested in running for elective positions, did not buy form because the court has barred them. And probably the timeline has expired and this ruling has come out.
Choma.
What do you make of, because when you're looking at it now, it appears to be also a smart move on the side of the pro-Wike faction. Please, can you
yes, you know, in this River State political impasse, the pro-Wike led group has been smarter, so to say, with no apologies to anyone. If you are following the trajectory and if you are following the lines as it is, it's not about being sentiment. Sentiment cannot buy you a court case. Sentiment cannot upturn a court order. Sentiment cannot make what is wrong in the eyes of the law to be right. So that is why we have the laws. You see, and remember that whatever forms that will be sold will be coming from the national. Whatever those that are coming to supervise the congresses are coming from the national. You know, so it behoves on the governor, like I said in my last line of thoughts some minutes ago, for him to go and, you know, embrace the party leadership, rally around his brother governors, because he has all the wherewithal to make peace. He has all the apparatus to make peace if he wants to continue, you know, to be the voice and the leader of PDP in Rivers State. Choma, if you look at what is happening, the governor is fast losing grip. The faster he runs to get to the end point, the farther it becomes, and it becomes elusive, and it becomes a mirage for him to try to fight and get hold of the party structure. You know, if you look at those who are there as PDP state acting committee members, they are members being drawn from among, majority of them are from among the members of the ESCO that their tenures expired. And those of them who were moved out, you know, to one other appointment or the other, serving the state or national, we are smartly, when you talk about smart move, we are smartly replaced without making noise about it. That was where you see those names. Those names that were there were those replacements that were smartly done. See, politics in Nigeria is not a tea party. It's not coming to the marketplace to shout. You know that you know, politics, if the governor of Rivers State want to learn politics, let him go to Adams Oshomole. Adams Oshomole was somebody who was in the arena of activism. But when he came to politics, you saw how he played it. And look at the governor of Rivers State, who should be the torch bearer, who the next should consult before they do anything, is now hearing it from the third source. And it is not well in the capacity of a governor who is a major stakeholder in the NEC.
All right.
That a meeting will be scheduled or things are being discussed. You will not even have a preview of what is going to be discussed until those matters surface. And which is not giving him which is not painting him in good light.
All right.
And Choma, finally, it will be in the interest of River State, like Bright said, for them not to tear this apart. Because as it is now, if there is a caveat to what, because court cannot grant you what you did not pray for. The people that went to the court inserted that particular clause because they know what has happened on the ground. Look at what happened in River State prior to 2023 general elections. What happened? The party agreed, forms were printed, but there should have been forms made available for people to, they call it an interest expression forms. But what happened in the case of River State? Forms were printed one for each position.
People complain about that.
But at the end of the day, the thing came to a reality. And that is what you're seeing happening in the case of them inserting that clause, that those who did not obtain the form within the time frame, because today is 24th. The National Congress activities is beginning by 27th. So when will you go and buy your form?
The people that bought forms have
that is what it is. Because there will be screening.
Of course.
There will be other things. So for you to know that the more the governor begins to realize that this is politics and this is reality, this is not a sympathy show, and this is not playing to the gallery, the better for him. And PDP governors, who among them, Choma, have you seen as a rallying point? Who is the voice among them? Especially this set of PDP governors now.
Backed the governor up in this whole
No, they have backed the governor, but we are talking about who is the person. Remember that in the last PDP governors set, you have the likes of Otom speaking out. Otom spoke out of the injustices meted to his people. You find out that Jason Wike was here holding swear. You find out that Sheima Kinde was in your state. So you find voices and people you can rally around and say these are the party leaders.
All right.
Where is the articles of this world? Who is the governor? Look at we had on the descent that the governor of even Plateau State is being taunted to be joining APC. Is that the people that the governor will be listening to their speech that they are backing him?
All
so
right.
if the governor Simna Efugari is crying that he left as orphan, he knows why he is crying, and people should look into it.
All right. Very quickly, Bright, you wanted to say something?
Yes. Like from what, let me borrow his word. He said the Pro-Wike case has been smarter in these issues. Yes, if you look at it, I think they have been smarter than the governor. Remember, there is timetable for all this. When we talk about, it might be that some persons who ought to have a purchase form for this, they have not.
Because they feel the court has
when did the court issue came out? When did the court issue came out?
It was even last week.
It was even last week. Now, if you go to the timetable, it might be that the timetable, there was a rule for them to go. But remember, the governor has already said the list is fake, and which means before you go, I think you have to contact with the caretaker list, which you said is fake already, being the acting chairman, the ESCO, the state ESCOs.
Yes.
Now, before you get such a forms, remember, we are talking about removing them, which he did. When I said he's not being that smart like people, he removed one of the names there and made him commissioner. I remember something Bara, who is supposed to, who acted as a public secretary, River State. He's not a commissioner. Did he resign? But it's one of the people, we say people's name have been removed Then you went and removed the
one that
would have been there and made him commissioner. So
that's why I'm telling you,
that's why I borrowed the word and said you have not been smart. Now you have every chance to stop this before now.
Of course.
So why don't you go to court and stop it before now? Now you are stopping it when the time for form has elapsed. Now you want to stop the account. Do you think it will hold? Do you think it will work? No, I don't think. Even though you say, okay, let us proceed. Why are you stopping it? Is it that you must give reasons why you are stopping it? Are you stopping it because these people? Yes, I remember what happened in APC then. They said they have not given fair play for them to purchase the form. There was no fair ground for them to purchase the form. All form was hijacked. But what are you giving? Stopping the convention.
All right.
So that is it.
Fingers crossed, as this story develops, we'll bring it to you. And on to the next story.